Watch the way she do it. 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 Watch the way she do it.
All right, what's up? Excuse me. We back with another one. You got ETG. Can't get it together, child. ETG, you can find me on Instagram at Ebony the Great One, EBONIE the Great ONE, and
Jazz. And you can find me at clean_Jazz J. That's clean_JAZ1Z and J.
Yes. And we are Salt and Pepper. I am Salt. And
it is pepper. And make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe, and you hit that notification bell to give it a ring-a-ding-ding.
Ring-a-ding-ding-ding-ding. We are DCNDola.
La la la, shoo doo doo doo. Yeah.
Yes.
And make sure you follow us on DCNDola's Instagram. That's DCNDola. DCNDola.
You already know. And we're back with another one. We're about to do another reaction video. We have been hearing so much about Bill Burr. Bill Burr.
Gucci man. Burr.
Yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch a video. It's called How Women Argue. If you're like me, you probably have your own answers, your own reasons. So now we're going to hear from a man's perspective, and then we're going to give our own perspective.
We have no idea what this is about.
We don't. So make sure you can. Oh, Lord.
I felt that would come in.
Oi! So we're coughing and sneezing.
All right.
But comment below how you feel about what we're about to watch. Like she said, it's our first time. Yeah, how do you argue? I know how I do. It goes down.
Period.
It goes down.
In 3, 2, 1.
Go.
No, we have these huge battles. You know what the maddest she ever got at me was? One time she was watching this show. It was like a poor excuse for The View. And they started talking about domestic violence, right? For the 9 millionth time this year, they're talking about domestic violence. Just in case, you didn't get the memo. Evidently, just some people didn't get it. It's not okay to slam your wife's head into the cupboard drawers because she didn't dry the can opener off properly, It's gonna fucking rust, right? How do you not know not to do that shit? Do they really have to keep talking about it? It's like wife beaters watching for, oh, fuck, now I get it. Upset daisy, sweetheart, here we go. There you go, oh. So at the end of the hour, they come to the logical conclusion. They're like, there is no reason to hit a woman. There is no reason to hit a woman. And I was just like, really? I could give you like 17 right off the top of my head. You could wake me from a drunken stupor, I could still give you like 9. Dude, there's plenty of reasons to hit a woman. You just don't do it.
Wow.
But to sit there and suggest that there's no reason. Dude, the level of ego behind that statement. What are you, levitating above the rest of us? You're never annoying?
Yep, nope.
Women, how many times have you thought about slapping your fucking guy in the head this week? There you go.
No comment.
Every day.
No comment.
You didn't do it, right?
Maybe.
Oh, dude, it drives me nuts. There's no reason. There's no reason. Really? No reason? How about this? You marry a girl, you fall in love, you buy her a house. You go to work every day paying off the house. You come home one day, she's banging the next door neighbor, hands you divorce papers. You got to move out, sleep on a futon, and still pay for that house that she's going to stay in. No reason. I'm not saying you should do it, but there's plenty of fucking reasons in that arc of a story.
Shout out to Louis C.K.
Right.
All right, that was a hypothetical. You want an actual story? I'll give you one. All right, I fucked up my foot playing drums, trying to get my bass drum foot as fast as John Bonham's, because I figured that's a good thing to focus on. 43 years of age, never married, no kids. I figured this is going to lead me to the light, right? This is what I need to do. So I don't know what I did. I felt like after I played for like an hour, and afterwards I felt like literally like there was some midget stabbing me in the bottom of my foot, right? Like I had lightning coming out of the bottom of my foot. So I did the typical guy thing. Like, I'm not going to the hospital. I'll sleep it off. Be fine, right? Next morning I wake up, my foot's even worse. And I got to walk my crazy dog. So I'm like, I can't do it. My foot's killing me. So I wake up my girl, go, sweetheart, can you do me a favor? Can you walk the dog for me? Can you just take the shift? You know, I'll do your afternoon shift. Can you just do me this solid? Can you do this for me? And she's just like, oh. You know, I had a late night last night. I'm tired. I have a big day. And I just go, fuck it. She goes, what do you mean, fuck it? It's like, why can't you just say no? Why do you always gotta like waterboard me with like a 20-minute explanation that eventually winds its way around to go, fuck yourself? Just say no. So I'm just limping out of the room. Whatever, go back to bed. You got a big day, right? So now I'm like limping down the street. I got like Tourette's, fucking goddamn bullshit. Dog's walking next to me. I gotta admit, I got a little childish. I did. I got a little childish, you know? I was just thinking about my relationship. I'm like, this is the relationship I'm in? You just gonna do whatever the hell you wanna do, right? And fuck me? Fine, I'm gonna do whatever the hell I wanna do. I feel like listening to my iPod on full blast, walking around the house. That's what I'm gonna do. So that's what I did. Turned it all the way up, and my whole plan was just to walk by her like I didn't even know her. That was it. She came down the hall, I just ghosted her. Just walked right past her. Just trying to piss her off. And I gotta tell you something, worked like a charm. Worked like a charm. Yeah, hung my coat up, turned around. By the time I turned around, she was already yelling at me. But the music was so loud, not only could I not hear her, it actually looked like she was singing the song that I was listening to. Ah, it's one of the highlights of the relationship. So I knew what she was saying. I was like, whatever, I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone. I'm going on to the computer, right? So I limp over and I sit down, and unbeknownst to me, she's like, now, we're gonna talk about this right now. Comes out, poof, and slaps the headphones off my head. I got big ears. It fucking hurt. So I'm like, honey, leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it. Put the headphones back on. She comes right back up again. Poof, slaps them off a little harder. This time they spin halfway around my head. Caveman DNA starts coming up. Talking through my teeth. Honey, leave me alone. Don't want to talk about it, right? Put them on third time. She comes up. Poof, slaps them right across the room, and I snap. I'm like, fine. You want to have the fight? Let's fucking have the fight. She's like, we will discuss this later when you calm down. Ah, right there. I just wanted to roll her up on her yoga mat and stuff her behind the couch. Just leave her there until she got thirsty. Come on, let me out of here. I have a spin class. You've made your point. This is ridiculous. No, that's the thing. Really is. That's the thing. I hate that saying there's no reason. Obviously, I'm not saying to hit a woman, you know. But saying there's no reason, I think that's crazy. When you say there's no reason, that kills any sort of examination as to how two people ended up at that place. If you say there's no reason, whew, you cut out the build-up, you're just left with the act. How are you going to solve it if you don't figure it out? Look how awkward it is in here right now. I said you shouldn't hit a woman. I'm just saying, how come you can't ask questions? You can only ask questions about what the guy did. You can never ask about the woman. Why is that? Why is that? What is that? What does answer him right mean? What does that mean? Are you the idiot who got up halfway through the special during the bit and you're like walking around like I'm not fucking taping a special here? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Fucking had to ignore all of that and now you're gonna like yell out? And not only that, yell something that makes no fucking sense whatsoever? Damn. Answer him! Answer him! Every fucking special I do, there's always one. Always right down the fucking middle. Talking about hitting women, sweetheart. And I think you just added another reason. Jesus fucking Christ. Love this. I'm not even in a relationship with her, and she's fucking nagging me.
Wow. Yeah.
Fucking unbelievable. Look, I understand hitting a woman's a bad thing, okay? Well, how come you can't fucking ask questions? I just don't understand. Like, if I got bit by a rattlesnake, wouldn't you guys have some questions? Right? How did it happen? Did you not see it? Were you fucking with it? How did this snake get so mad it almost killed you? Firemen put out a fire, they don't just drive away afterwards, they sift through the debris. How did it start? Here's an oily rag, right? Look, I realize I'm coming off pretty ignorant right about now. I realize that. Let me extend an olive branch then, okay? I realize that there's some animal guys out there, okay? Horrible guys, you know, have a rough day at the factory, come home, tuna casserole, and just start swinging, all right? I'm not trying to say that those people don't exist. I realize they exist. They should be buried underneath the prison, okay? So if I can admit that, ladies, can you at least admit that every ass kicking doesn't just fall out of the fucking sky?
That's not
Really?
funny.
Even hockey has 2 minutes for instigating, right? They understand that some back and forth happened before that shit, you know? You know what it is? Is every case is handled like that Rihanna one, where they just say, the guy's a piece of shit, fuck this guy, blah, 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 send him to jail, and then they never ask anything about that. You know, I'm not saying he should have done it, but I'm just saying.
Somebody's coming.
Just saying, dude, in your heart of hearts, what do you think was going down before that happened? You think she was just sitting there going, oh my God, Baskin Robbins, you want to get some ice cream? And he fucking... You know? Or do you think maybe they were having some epic end of the relationship fight and some crazy shit was being said? Maybe she was screaming in his ear some crazy female shit like, oh, fuck all your friends, I don't give a fuck! Maybe that's why I sell more albums than you, motherfucker! Right? To be fair, she could have just been sitting there going, I need a tissue. Do you keep those in the glove box? Oh my God, I'll bring my out! I'll bring my out! Now fuck that, because you know what it is? They never address how women argue, which I think is a core of a lot of that shit. You know? And I gotta tell you something, man. Like, I never knew how women argued, but after 20 years of losing every significant battle in a relationship, I finally figured out how they argued. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm starting to turn this franchise around. I have begun a winning tradition. This is how they argue, as far as I can tell. All right? If they're right, they argue the point. And they stay on point and make sure you stay on point until you're down on your knees, apologizing, begging for forgiveness. All right? No problem with that. Totally respect it. But here's the thing. If they're wrong, they go rogue. They go off-road. They start thinking of shit you're sensitive about, maybe you don't get along with your dad, and in their head, they just start concocting this evil statement. Totally designed, this desperate, Hail Mary attempt to make you so fucking mad, you just call them a cunt. That's what it is. And cunt trumps all the bullshit they did to start the argument. Now it's not about that. Well, that's no reason to call me a cunt. And then that's it. You're in this room now, right? My girl knows my big thing is, my big fear in life is to be that dude who grows old, you know, grows old alone, has like that basement apartment, just screaming up at the younger couple, turn it down! That isn't music! So I noticed that anytime she was losing a fight, out of nowhere, she'd just be like, well, that's why you're just gonna grow old and be alone. Then I'd lose my shit. The next thing you know, I'm in the kitchen washing dishes for the 9th fucking time in a row. This is what the argument was about. I was so right. What happened? So if you learn anything from my ignorance tonight, just know this. Next time you're in a battle with your beautiful woman, your wife, girlfriend, whatever, and they start out of nowhere, okay, you're winning, and they just start saying that crazy shit out of nowhere. Just know in that moment you've won the fight, okay? All right? Don't get mad. Bob and weave, slip all of that shit. Maybe because you got a little dick, just let that slide. Stay in the pocket of the argument. Okay? It's over. The argument is over. You've won. Just take a knee and run out the clock. All right? Yes. Lean on the ropes. Let them punch themselves out. And then in the end, you throw their psychology right back at them. Well, maybe we should discuss it later when you calm down. And they won't hook up with you for a couple of days. Who cares? Who cares? You rub one out. Rub one out like a man. It's the champagne of victory.
Wow. That was interesting. What do you take from it? Because I don't have many arguments in my day. So what do you?
My arguments, I could say it's true what he said. Like, we talked about this in our last couple episodes when we were talking about how women could say women are like, we said men are physically destructive, women are mentally destructive.
Yeah, we are.
And that's part of the mentally destructive. When we argue, we take what you told us that you don't like or what we noticed that you don't like, and we try to spin that, and we really do. And we gonna throw it out there, especially if we lose it.
Yes, we will.
We will do that.
And by all means, men, when a woman wants to talk, you might want to listen at that point.
Right.
Because you're going to listen eventually.
Right.
So would you rather listen when she's able to talk to you, or you want to listen when you have tuned her out, you told her now's not the time, this, that, and the other. You're going to get a whole another. You're giving that woman time to think.
And
you definitely don't want to give your woman time to think. Because she's not only going to think about the argument at hand, she's going to think about every argument she had in the past, every issue that she had in the past.
Especially if it's the same one.
Yes, she's going to bring it up and she's going to throw it at you. If I were you, my advice to you, when your woman comes to you with an issue, listen then. Don't give her no time to think.
Right, because she's going to come up with something and it's going to be like, dang. We won't even argue about this. Now we argue about something else.
Yeah, and see what a man does is, this is my take on it. What a man does is they know what they did wrong. Men are not stupid. They know what they did wrong. They think that by telling that woman, we're not going to talk about this now, it gives you time to think. And I'm telling you, a woman's thinking is stronger than what you're thinking. You're not even going to know what she got thrown at you. So limit the stuff she has thrown at you and just listen to what she got to say right then.
Yeah, communication is definitely a key. Even if you don't want to hear it, even if you're mad, you still should communicate at that point, because like she said, if you let her sit, she either going to shut down or she's going to be even more mad than she was already before. Because you shutting a woman out is not going to help her cool down. It's going to make her worse. Like,
no, and that's what a lot of men think. They think that I'm gonna leave it to the side for a little bit. She'll be all right. Oh no, a woman will never be all right until she's able to say it to you.
Then on top of that, like if at that point you ignore her and she ignore you, it's like, babe, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Yeah.
What you mean, what's wrong? I wanted to talk about this 2 hours ago.
Okay.
Like, what are you talking about?
All right. You're going to have extra stories and extra anger if you make them wait.
Right.
Telling you that now.
When he was talking about that, I can't say there's some reasons why, men would want to put their hands on women.
Yeah. Because
and a lot of women feel like, I'm a woman, I can put my hands on you, but you can't do the same to me. Like,
that's not fair.
It's not.
But
I can't say I haven't did it either.
Men react. Anybody, you're human, you react. You provoke somebody, they're going to react. Yeah. So, I'm not saying, it's not okay either way. It's not okay for a woman to put their hands on a man, nor it is for a man to put their hands on a woman. I've always been a believer of you need to talk about it. If you can't talk about it, remove yourselves from each other. Mm-hmm. But there are a lot of women that will provoke a situation. Now, in my opinion, a man should walk away. But there are times when a man walks away and the woman follows them. They can hit them on the back of them. Yep, spitting at them. Yeah, blocking the door. Okay? Blocking the door. They're trying to leave and all that. So I understand all that. And then when a woman does that, when you do that, women, you need to tell them, this is what I did, but you never do that. You never, I did this to do this, I did this. You're going to take that blame for it. Mm-hmm. The only thing that I feel like a man should go to jail over or be prosecuted over is if their woman, like he said something like tuna casserole. If you just come in upset and you just go to beating on your woman, that's not right.
Ladies, if it's constant, get out.
Get out. Please
it's gonna get worse. It ain't gonna get better.
There are people that will listen to you. If you need any help, let's do that little disclaimer. If you're in a situation you can't get out of it, you need any help, you don't know what to do, You can inbox, you can comment. I promise you will get to where you need to be. And I'm probably going to put the hotline at the end of the video. I think it's necessary for this video.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm going to put it at that. But yes, if you can't get out, you don't know what to do, please comment. Let us know. We're not going to tell your secret. I mean, what we're doing, we talking to the world here.
Right.
So, but yeah, so we really want to put that out there. It's not okay for that. At the same token, it's not okay for women to provoke a man.
And it's not okay
And
for
be
them to put their hands on them.
Yeah, be surprised when they react to it.
But yeah, I feel like there should be more questions asked because, you know, the whole Bow Wow and Kiyomi situation, like, all the blame was put on him, but he had scratches. Like,
Yeah.
So you don't know what happened in between time. Like, she could have provoked him, he could have provoked her, they could have just been going at it. Like, but we take her side because she's a woman over Bow Wow when he was clearly the one that was hurt. He had bite marks, he had bruises, he had scratches on his face. Like,
yeah, and that's not something that can happen if you're being held down.
Right.
Held down.
But people are saying like she bit him like right here because she was trying to get like out of his grip or something. But if she didn't have any marks on her that we could see, then I mean it's clear who won.
Mm-hmm.
And it's clear.
In my opinion, at the worst
you should have just walked away at that point.
Yeah,
because that's his crib at the end of the day.
Right. At the most, I think he was holding her down and she was doing whatever, or she could have attacked him prior to and he held her down, but he clearly didn't punch you or hit you. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
If he did punch you, he don't know how to punch. Cause we ain't see nothing on it. But yeah. So we do not condone physical violence of any nature. Right. Not from a man. Not from a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And women, if you're provoking your man, trust and believe they're human. They will snap just like you snap if they did something to you or anybody hit you. You would snap as well. So don't provoke the men. Because when you provoke a man, they're going to hurt you more than you hurt them. Unless you got a weapon, which you shouldn't have. But what I'm saying is, I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is, a man is going to hurt you. They're physically created, biological, that they will hurt you.
Yeah.
So do not provoke a man. They hit you, and then you go crying to the police about it because you didn't start it in from the first place. And if you're gonna call the police, tell the whole story.
Right. And most women not. And then that whole time their reputation is tarnished just because of things that could be avoided if y'all walked away.
Walk away, walk away. Shout out to I'm gonna see how I can. Yeah, Old Bay. Tiazmanian. Shout outs to you, Ashley. Tiazmanian.
Yeah, Tiazmanian.
There it is. Tiazmanian.
Yes.
I think I know how to spell it. Tiazimanian. I think I spelled it right.
Yeah.
Walk away. But yes, thank you for tuning in to another DCNDola episode. This is DCNDola.